Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this beautiful hair fascinator. You can see on my head. Can you see? I actually love this, and you know the beautiful thing I love about this is that you can actually use anything around you to make your hair fascinator or to accessorize your fascinators or your hair accessories. In this case, I used real feathers from birds. Like, these are not store-bought. These feathers were got from real birds. So if this is your first time of checking out my channel, you are welcome. Take as many seats as you like, and if you're an old-time subscriber, you guys are the real MVPs. Thank you guys for all your support all this while. You guys have been awesome. All right guys, so I was going through my channel and I realized that the last video I uploaded on how to make satellite hair fascinator actually got me 3K subscribers, and I was amazed. I was wowed. That video has over 50,000 views. You guys were engaging. I realized that I've not been putting out videos on how to make hair fascinators, hair accessories and all that. I want to apologize to you all. So in this video guys, I'm going to show you guys how to make this fascinator. Actually, how I made this fascinator from scratch, guys. You're going to love it. If you find this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you've not done that already. All right, feel free to share this with your family and friends. Guys, without much rambling, let's get straight to business. All right, so these are the materials you're going to be needing for this project. So I have my glue gun plugged, so I'm going to allow it to heat for a while before I start to work with it. If you have an ordinary gum, you can use that. If you have a UHU gum or B7000 or 6000 gum, you can use that. So I have these two old looking molded pieces here. So I used my Sinamey to mold these about 4 years ago or 5 years ago. All right, I'm going to leave a link in the description below on how to mold a fascinator. I have a detailed video on how to do that, or you can click on this card up here and watch that video. You're going to see how to mold a fascinator. All right, so what I'm going to be doing in this video, or with these two pieces you can see here, is just to show you guys how to revamp these, since I've had this for like 5 years. All right, so what I'm making is a silver fascinator, and I'm still going to spray paint all these later on, but for now let's just get on with the work. So I'm going to be joining these two molded pieces together this way. If you're using a hot glue gun, you have to be very careful because this dries up quickly. So once you put your gum, make sure you use it immediately. If not, it's going to dry up. So guys, this is what we have. So I'm going to keep this aside while I work on this Sinamey. So I'm going to fold these. If you're looking for a particular measurement you can use to fold, you can fold on a 1/2 inch mark. 1 inch is going to be too big, so I think 1/2 inch is ideal. I'm going to fold this as many times as I want to because I want to have a very thick piece. So just watch as I go. So I'm going to be folding it for the last time. I'm going to use this gum to wrap this up, and I'm going to do that in badges. This stuff dries up so quickly, so I'm going to put this at the edges and then wrap it up. When I come back, I'll show you guys what next to do. So guys, this is what we have. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. this piece is looking so messy at the back. I prefer using a UHU gum or B6000 gum for this kind of project, because once it dries up, everything looks neat. But because I'm going to spray paint this later on, it's going to hide the imperfection, so you're not going to see this ugly part you're seeing right now. So I'm going to fold this into two and then cut in the middle. I want to form some spirals. All you need to do this is basically anything. You can use a pen. In this case, I'm using a marker pen. So if you have a pen or a small rod, you can just use that to coil your piece. So I'm going to try to roll this around this marker pen in this way. So guys, this is what we have. This is my spiral. So I'm going to go ahead and do the second one just the way I did the first one. Alright guys, so this is what we have. You can be experimental with your designs. You can make yours 4 or 5 depending on what you want to achieve. There is no fast or hard rule on how to do this. It's all about creativity. When I started this, I didn't have anything in mind. I was just working with what my mind was telling me, and this was what I got. So I'm going to put my hot glue to fix this in place. Don't worry, because I'm using a black Sinamey to do this. Like I told you guys, I'm going to spray paint everything silver, so do not worry about the color combination. So guys, this is what we have. I'm going to need some roses that I'm going to use to cover up here. So to form my roses, I'm going to fold my Sinamey this way, and I'll go ahead and cut. So I'm going to fold this way, and I'll try to expand this a little, this way before I start to form my rose. So to form my rose, I'll start from one edge. I'll fold it a little before I start to tuck in. I really don't know the best way to explain this, but I believe you're going to get a better picture just by watching what I'm doing. If you don't want to go through the stress of making a rose yourself, you can use a store-bought rose. I believe in doing everything right, and it's going to look good, by the way. So basically what I'm doing is, like, I fold this, then I tuck it in, then I fold again and tuck it in. I'm going to continue to do this until I get to the other end. So I'm going to use my thread to tie this at the waist. So like I have 4 strands of thread here, so that's what I'm using to tie this. You need strong thread, so you need at least 4 strands of thread. So I'm going to tie this as many times as I deem fit. Tie it until you're satisfied with the result. You can just tie it for like 4 or 5 times before you tie it off at one end. So once you get that done, you're going to cut this, but make sure your cutting does not get to the point where you tied it. So you're going to give a little bit gap from where you tied your rose before you cut it off. So I'm going to use this rose to hide some of these imperfections you can see here. So in this case, I'm going to be making another rose. So you can make like 3-4 roses or 2. I'm going to be making 2 roses basically. So I'm also going to form a little piece where I can fix my clip or brush. In this case, I'm going to fix my elastic band, and then I'm going to use this to cover the elastic band. So it depends on the size you want. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to be making mine small. If you want yours to be bigger, just go ahead and do that. So I'm going to use my hot glue to hold these small pieces together. So to attach my feathers to this fascinator, I'm going to put my hot glue on the fascinator where I want to fix my feathers. So when I put my hot glue there, then I'm going to put my feathers. That's basically how to attach your feathers to your fascinator. I'm also going to use my hot glue to fix my roses. So at this point, before I continue, I'm going to spray paint everything. So to do this, I'm going to put my fascinator on a waterproof, and then I'll shake my spray and start spraying. Why I actually had to put a waterproof is to avoid this spray staining my work surface. So I'm using eyebrow paint. So guys, I've spray painted everything silver. I'm going to allow this to dry for like 30 minutes. You can dry this in the sun, or if you have a fan around, you can just dry it, or you can just leave it to air dry. So while I wait for this to dry, I'm going to prep my elastic. The color of my hair is black, so I don't want any colored elastic wrapping around my hair. So you get the size of your head circumference. So once I'm comfortable with the size of elastic that I have, I'm going to sew. So in this case, I'm using a needle to sew. You can sew this, or you can stitch this on a machine proper. So far so good, guys. This is what our fascinator is looking like. So I'm going to fix this in the center. Do not worry about the black thread that I'm using to fix this. Later on, I'm going to use some pearls to cover this, so you're not going to see all these imperfections. You can just use a hot glue gun to fix this, but because I want this to stay strong, that's why I'm fixing this first with needle and thread. Finally, I'm going to put my hot glue. So once you're done, you're going to have to tie this off and then cut. So to cover the center of the elastic, so you wouldn't have to see the joining, I'm going to use this piece that I formed earlier on to cover it. So I'll put my hot glue, and then I'll stick this small piece to that part of the fascinator. So I'm going to press this hard to be sure this sits pretty well on the fascinator. So the final stage will be to add my pearls. You can just add your pearls however you want. Put your hot glue and then fix your pearl, and that's basically what I'm going to do until I've gone round the entire fascinator. So I'm going to go ahead and randomly fix this. You just can be creative with yours. Like I told you before, it's all about you and what you want to give. So I'm just going to fix this all around. Yay guys, this is our fascinator. Our fascinator is ready to be used. This is what we have. It's so easy, so simple, so nice, so classy, so everything. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section below. Feel free to share this with your family and friends, and also don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Alright guys, until next time guys, keep loving, keep crushing, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.